What's going on, bitches? Ed here. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are talking more supplement talk, so we're going over citrus bergamot. Before we get into it, as always, please consider subscribing. If you guys find any value at all in any of these videos, I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends so we can get this information out there. With that, let's dive into it. We're talking citrus bergamot. Now, this is going to help people in general, but specifically my enhanced guys. Once you get into, the enhancements and the gear, you're going to want to mitigate some of those bad side effects, and citrus bergamot is very effective at doing so. So, what are we going to use citrus bergamot for? We're going to use it for cholesterol management, because we all know that when you take gear, guys, it's going to throw your cholesterol, throw your lipid profile out of whack. It's going to lower your HDL, your good cholesterol, raise your LDL, your bad cholesterol. Going to lead to clogged arteries, blockages, heart attacks, strokes. We don't want any of that shit. So we're going to prevent it before it can ever occur. So, what exactly is citrus bergamot? Well, it is a citrus fruit. It's found in the Mediterranean, a region in southern Italy. It's kind of like a lemon or a lime looking thing, but it's got a lot of like antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties, and it can help drastically with cholesterol management. A lot of my bodybuilding guys already know about this, but this is one that if you're just a normal gym rat and somebody says, "You taking citrus bergamot?" you probably wouldn't know this. But it's very helpful, and it's used by a lot of guys in the bodybuilding community. Typical dosage, you're going to see anywhere from 0.5 to 1.5 grams per day. That's 500 milligrams to 1,500 milligrams per day. That's typically what you guys see with this supplement. Here's the one I use right here. You don't have to use that one. I just found it on Amazon. It's cheap. It works. But I'm not supporting this brand or anything. Before we get into kind of like exactly how citrus bergamot works and why it's so helpful, you got to kind of understand cholesterol. So your LDL is your bad cholesterol. HDL is your good cholesterol. Pretty much the LDL causes buildup in your arteries, and your HDL works to clear out those buildups. That's kind of cholesterol in simple terms. There is a lot more to it, but I try and break everything down and explain this very simply, like you're explaining it to like a kid. Because when you get too scientific with it, people don't understand it. Like, for example, Derek from More Plates, More Dates, very smart guy, but sometimes when he explains things, he's like, well, exogenous administration of testosterone can be deleterious to parameters regarding endothelial function because the beta-2 agonist receptor causes an insufficient and you're like, what the hell are you saying? All right, so I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can here. So citrus bergamot has been found to lower LDL, your bad cholesterol. It has been found to lower triglycerides, which are also a factor in your total cholesterol. You calculate your total cholesterol by taking your HDL plus your LDL plus 20% of your triglycerides. And that formula gets you total cholesterol. So if you can lower LDL and you can lower triglycerides, that will help to lower your total cholesterol. There are a lot of studies of varying degree of how much that this can actually lower your LDL and your triglycerides. I did a little study myself. Here's some blood work from before ever trying citrus bergamot. I know my cholesterol is not the best. My family, we just got high LDL for some reason. We got high cholesterol, so it is what it is. We got the shit end of the stick as far as cholesterol. Whatever. As you can see, not great. Here is 2 months later after taking citrus bergamot, only at 500 milligrams per day. Now, since then, I've switched to taking 1,000 milligrams per day, but this was 2 months later, taking only 500 milligrams per day. My total cholesterol dropped by 20 points, and that is mainly because my triglycerides were cut in half, from 127 to 66. So this will work in everybody's body a little bit differently. For me, it worked great to lower my triglycerides. LDL didn't go down so much, but total cholesterol still did go down by 20 points. So that's a 10% reduction in total cholesterol, which is pretty good. Only taking 500 milligrams per day. I'm curious to get my blood work done again and see what taking 1,000 milligrams per day will do. Hopefully we're a little bit lower because obviously you don't want cholesterol to be that high. It's not great for you. Yeah. So there's a bunch of studies on this, guys. I'll drop one below. It's a real big, long study, but it has a lot of good information if you want to look it over. Citrus bergamot seems to be very well tolerated, not many side effects at all. It's a very healthy supplement to take in studies ranging from anywhere from 30 days to 6 months. So you can take this for a prolonged amount of time. You don't need to like cycle it, jump on it, jump off it, any of that. One other good property that you get with citrus bergamot, it reduces the endothelial stiffness. Now, the endothelial tissue, it's basically like a lining of your blood vessels, lining of the arteries. And if that gets too stiff, it can cause blood vessels to like stiffen up. They get kinks. And if it's kinked, like say a pipe's kinked at a 90-degree angle, you're not going to get great flow through it. So that'll lead to blockages, and you'll have trouble with your blood flowing the proper way that it should. So this will actually help to reduce endothelial stiffness, to I guess kind of soften up those blood vessels to allow blood to flow through them and prevent blockages. So that's another little benefit that we get with citrus bergamot. I would say anybody, if you're thinking about getting enhanced, this is one that you must have. It's probably the most effective, healthiest natural supplement that you can take. A lot of doctors will prescribe statins if your cholesterol is way out of whack, and statins come with crazy off-the-wall side effects where the side effects that you get from taking them are not even worth the benefits of taking the statin itself. A lot of people, they get on statins, feel like shit, end up coming off them. Nobody really knows about citrus bergamot though, so this one is good to know about, guys. All right? I think that's enough on citrus bergamot for today. I gave you a nice little brief overview on what it is, what it does, why it's helpful. If you guys got any questions about it, drop them below. Let me know. Anything you want to see in some upcoming videos, let me know. Comment below. All right? Hope you learned something helpful today. As always, thank you for watching. Ed out. Bye-bye.